day.
Evil beware. It's locked. It's locked.
Shoot. Alright, get that level. Oh, do I want to do fire? Yeah, why not?
Halt. Greeting. There is a place. Good day. This place is trouble.
Hardcore, yeah. I could see that just to change it up. I probably should have, but I don't think I'm honestly. I don't think I'm gonna be playing that much. To be fair, I don't know yet. I haven't seen what's on the roadmap for PoE 2 right now. They haven't really said anything, so. If they put something else like that's going to be coming out soon, I'll probably be switching back. They've been kind of quiet. Of course, they just dropped the PoE 1 season stuff. I feel like that's a lot of juggling on their plate for them to be doing like the full release stuff on PoE 1 still, which, I mean, they said from the beginning they were going to do it, but I don't know. I mean, I still play PoE every night. Working my way through all the bosses. I beat the Trial Master the other night. I actually tried the Simulacrum. I didn't make it. I died on the next to the last wave. But I didn't even look at anything for that fight. I just tried it. It was fun though. I got a really good feel for when they do a new season or whatever, or a new league. I got a way better feel for the game now, so should be able to progress through it a lot quicker. Yeah, you know, because it increases in difficulty, right? So like, dude, I was steamrolling with no issues. I think I died on like 7 or 8, but I was like, no big deal. And I was trucking through it, and then I got to 13, and I think I died twice. But yeah, like on 14, I had 2 of the bosses, and the space was really tight. And I just died to it. But it's a really, I enjoyed it. I actually liked it. I'm doing more deliriums just because I want to get back into the Simulacrum and try it again. But I mean, I think at this point, what have I not done? What bosses have I not done? I haven't done the last boss in, what do you call it? Secamus. I haven't done that last boss there, and I haven't done the Citadel boss. That's the only one that I just haven't tried yet. Trial Master was like shockingly easy. I beat that one like really quick. But I was probably already over leveled and over geared for it. But, you know, and then it tears up. So even though I've beat like most of them, I guess most of them at this point, I haven't beat them at their hardest difficulty, so there's even that to do. I still haven't gotten the last Citadel thing. Like, I haven't beaten the iron one, which, to be fair, I haven't found one. I didn't really want to buy it. I wanted to like progress through the entire chain without having to buy the components. But I haven't beaten the Iron Citadel to get the last piece. I got the other two. And then that opens up the thing to do... It's called the Citadel boss, right? Or what's the Pinnacle boss? No, they kind of call them all Pinnacle bosses. What am I missing? Missing two somewhere. Yeah. I think that's it. But anyways, that's like... I haven't done that one. And... the last boss in the trial. That's the only two I haven't attempted. Oh my god, there's gonna be one hiding somewhere. But that's kind of the challenge of it. I've enjoyed like working my way through that content. It's been fun. Ah, I didn't go up in there.
This cave has been purged of evil.
I was looking for the portal to click. Have you done any of the PoE 1 update or League, Jerry? Can I put another there? Yeah.
The Order welcomes you.
Oops. Already got 2 rings. We'll take that stamina right now. Faux show 1 energy. Jesus. I don't care about that. I gotta be honest, man. I just have no interest in even trying it. Like, I kind of want to limit my PoE to the PoE 2 stuff. I don't even feel like messing with the old PoE 1 stuff. We'll pick that up for my Merc. We sell. Everything's kind of in an off, like not off season, but like everything I've been playing is kind of in a like autopilot mode almost. Waiting on new stuff to come out. Like Marvel, I'm waiting for the season to end. Like PoE 2, I'm waiting for the next update. What else I've been playing? Warzone's an absolute shit show. I can't even play that anymore. I'm not gonna worry about mana issues. We'll go ahead and get that. It's just bad. Me and my buddies have been rehashing like games we were playing last year. Been playing some Age 4. We were playing Company of Heroes, which is like a. It's kind of funny. Company of Heroes is like a StarCraft style, like that action RPG, or not action RPG, like an RTS from World War II based. It's pretty fun, to be fair. I enjoy it. Been playing that. We've been kind of in the RTS mode. Like we played Age 4. We played that. I'm trying to talk one of my boys into playing StarCraft 2 because I haven't played it in forever, and it'd be kind of fun to mess around with it and see what it feels like.
Not enough mana.
I keep hitting the wrong damn. I didn't even realize I'm gonna have to change where my potions are. I'm so used to hitting 2 for mana now that I'm spamming my 2 button, which is my health pot. So I need to move these here. Yeah, might just sell that. Now, let me tell you, I think everybody's dealing with this heat right now. It is awful outside. It is so freaking hot. Sniping. Where's he at? Let's trying to snipe that one. I can't help myself but kill all this stuff. Yeah.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, dude, it's a brand new ARPG that just came out. So it's funny. I got my buddy. He's a huge comic book collector. Like he is a long time since I've known him in elementary school comic book collector, and specifically Marvel, right? And I might even mention it before, but I got him to try Marvel Rivals. Not last night, night before. It was night before. And let me tell you something. He is all in on that game.
I need a key.
He loves it. Oh, that's right. I was looking for the waypoint. I don't even remember what I was doing. I was just farting around. Whoa. There we go. Man, that was just in time. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing with it was like he's diehard. Like he has he's such a big comic book guy. Yeah, I was just talking to him. We played night before last, and he had gone to like a big Comic Con in Charlotte this past weekend to go get comic books. He literally goes to the Comic Cons to just to get comic books. But he likes that it's the game at least like visually is more in line with a lot of the comic book style. He's just he loved it immediately. Like we played, and I just told him like, all right, first time, easiest character's probably Punisher. Just get on Punisher, um, and just get a feel for the game. And man, he had a blast. We had a good time, but he had a lot of fun with it. He'll be wanting to play more. Put it that way. Yeah, Jerry, I think we're rocking about 97 right now. Where are we at temperature wise? No, same 90. Wait, no, that was this morning. Hadn't reset. Dude, it's 91 right now. Wow. And to be fair, they were calling for like 100 today. So I don't know how it's 91 degrees right now. Where is the damn waypoint?
Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, I don't know why I was holding that. Alright, waypoint. Can't even see him.
Not enough mana. Yes?
Alright. Oh, wait, what did... Oh, okay. Yet. $15. All right. I'm gonna have to get used to switching the numbers over again, or switching the hotkeys. Too much POE. This. Alright. Use that for the merc. Don't care. Need the money. No, no. Hey Jumbo, what's up, buddy? Come on, hit him. Oh, he's fire immune. Of course he is. I gotta grab stamina pots.
Magic at work here.
You know, we're just gonna go ahead and do that.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. A little bit of gold. You got anything worth to flip? 25,000. Hey Jeb, what's up, buddy? Hey Bob, what's going on, man? We want that one. You don't care about mana.
Join my army of the dead.
I need mana.
There we go. Ooh, yeah.
Rest
Take
now.
that.
Blood Raven.
We'll put that on the Merc. No Enigma. You got an 82 barb already? Well, I can see that. Yeah, yeah. I haven't played it. This is like my first time on it. It started. It started Friday. I'm pretty sure it was Friday.
Good. I cannot. I'll put that to good use. It is clear.
Yeah, 3,200. Might as well get my books. You can't even afford that. Thought I'd hit it. Does it refill stamina? No. Nah, I'm gonna mess around today, and just just level and just mess around. I might on Friday. I might maybe get rushed on Friday if depending on how far I get. Sometimes it's just fun to walk, man. You know what I mean? Did you find anything good yet? Especially starting with a barb.
I'll put that to good use.
Don't really need to mess with anything. We'll just keep dumping that for now. Found an Iraq. That's cool. Liam, it's funny because, dude, it's almost like Activision's doing it to all their games right now. They're not doing anything on any game. I don't know what's going on, dude. Maybe D4 the most, but even that's kind of, I don't know. It's weird. These are socketed, so we can put one here. That's socketed. We can put some stuff there. Like the big thing on the Call of Duty front right now is that they're doing a big, huge Activision sponsored tournament, but the game's full of hackers. And I mean, like blatant hacking, and they're not doing anything about it. It's kind of crazy. And it's $1 million tournament. It's Activision's in a really weird state. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, no, they 100% their store works. 100% their store works. It's just crazy, dude. Dude, I don't know. They might have an intern handling D2R, be fair. Just monitoring. I don't I don't know if they're actually got any work slated. Well, I mean, I honestly don't think they do, but they just need to go ahead and handle getting TCP/IP restrictions removed. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with D4. Didn't they do new season or something recently? Gotta be fair, honest, I have no idea what happens on the D4 front anymore. Just stand there and take it. Let's go ahead and get my Merc. Dog, what's up, brother? I am up to level 6, 7? 6. I just started. We just started, man.
Yes? Yes?
And we'll take the stamina over the dex. Wait, why didn't it? Oh, I had filled it. Damn it. I didn't actually mean to do that. $15. I'm gonna catch you, man. Yeah, Jeb, I don't know, dude, if I could ever play D4 after PoE 2. I mean, the deeper I've gotten into PoE, the more I'm enjoying it. I'm like starting to get some of the nuance of the complexity, and I'm having more and more fun with it. So, I mean, D4 is just, I don't think D4's ever going to be it for me at this point. Like D2 is always going to be like that nostalgia based game that's just like, you know, has always been something for me, but D4's just never reached that, so I'm not going to miss it. Yeah, it is, Jeb. It's so bad. But I mean, there's no way they get away from it at this point. They'll do that in D5. The Return of Diablo. Let's just get him some more lightning. I'm gonna be hitting G a lot just because that's your skill tree in PoE.
I'll put that to good use.
Diablo Immortal 2. Is that? I never hear anything about that now. Are they even updating Diablo Immortal? Is it still a cash cow? That's the actual game. It's just the store. That's the game. Playing the store. Well, I mean, at this point, like, I can't completely like just go against the idea of like having a store, right? I mean, I don't blame a game for having that, if especially if it's free to play. If it's free to play, there's got to be a way to generate money. So I don't knock a game straight out for having a store. But having such a huge microtransaction based store with a full price game that has, how much was the X pack? Was it full price or was it like $40? I mean, to have both is just, it's just a little much, I think. Oh, there's a tree. We need the waypoint. What is... Yeah.
I need mana.
It's the age-old thing with Activision, though. I mean, we've been saying this stuff for years at this point. You know what's funny? Dude, the way the Chinese developers are coming in with their games,
Not enough mana.
dude, I'm starting to think that they're going to take over the gaming market. I think the gaming industry is going to switch to the Chinese the way they develop. It's kind of crazy. It is funny though. If my friends and I downloaded the Delta Force game because we were trying to find something that was a shooter that because Call of Duty is so bad. We were just trying to find like some sort of shooter game that we can mess around on. So we downloaded that Delta Force, which is a free-to-play game, and it's a Chinese developer. And it was funny how that game, it's a straight up rip of Battlefield. It's a 100% copy of Battlefield. I mean, if it weren't for the fact that it was in China and you can't sue them for the IP stuff, copyright, all that, there's just that stuff it's China's. They're not gonna not steal IPs and stuff. That's just how they run their stuff over there. But the outside of the game being exactly like Battlefield, the last iteration of Battlefield, it was funny how they handled their microtransactions. Like the game itself is free to play. And if anybody's messing around in Marvel at this point, because Marvel's a Chinese game also, their store, it's funny, if you play Marvel, like they don't just have like a battle pass. They have one, but then on top of that, they mix in all these other different types of chase mechanics for like skins and in-game currency and all that kind of stuff. There's tons of it. There's all these little mini activities and stuff to unlock things in the store. And the Delta Force game is exact same. It's a free-to-play model with the exact same mechanics of unlocks and currency. It was shocking to me how similar they were. Because it's like, not only do you gain XP or whatever that unlocks things that are battle pass, it unlocks something over here and it unlocks something in here, and you spend half the time like clearing all this crap out like you do in Marvel. And it's another Chinese developer, so that appears to be just their go-to market scheme to get money out of the player base, which I can see it to an extent in a free-to-play game. But man, it's a lot of stuff. It's funny how much stuff it is. Alright, what do we get? That's ethereal. It's probably not going to be worth a lot of money. Let me just get rid of that. I was going to put... We'll put the gold damage in the bow. We'll do this.
I'll put that to good
We'll put
use.
this here. And that's about it. I still haven't picked up any boots. We could still hold this. Maybe, well, no, I need the space for the damn scroll. Hey, Blue, what's up, buddy? Are you really chilling though?
More of
Because
magic.
it is hot as shit. Dude, it's that oppressive heat where you go outside and it's hard to breathe. it's it's that kind of heat right now. And it's actually cooler today than it was yesterday. No. It's brutal out there right now. Oh no, I do too, but man, it's rough out there, dude. It is rough. No, it's not. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's like when I looked at the forecast on Monday, it was calling for 100 degrees today, and it's 90. It was 91 when I checked earlier. It's just, it's funny to me how off the forecasts are. I mean, I guess it's what looking at. I get that it's like you looking at models, weather models, and all that kind of stuff, making predictions off of that. But I almost feel like they get it more wrong than right.
Tristram was no match for Diablo's fury. Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
Yeah, we're not even gonna mess with him. Scoop up all the potions and get out. Oh my God, yeah, Florida, Jesus, man.
I should regret. Hello.
What we got? We got a jewel. I guess we could put it. I hate that you can't sock it directly. Like, you can't do this. It won't let you do this. You gotta take the damn thing off first.
I'll put that to good use.
You have risked.
Ooh, FCR ring. Alright. Nah, Blue, I'm just playing it like I was just telling Bob. Like, maybe on Friday, I might, depending on how far I get, I might do a rush or something. But I just want to, like, just screw around and just play through right now. And on Friday, I'll be like, okay, rush me, please. But for now, I'm just messing around, dude. I'm just gonna do a playthrough for however long, and then probably get rushed. You know how it is, man. Sometimes it is fun just to play through. And I haven't been on D2R since the beginning of last season. What is that? Near Automata? I don't recognize that. I'm assuming it's a game. Is it? I'll have to try and remember that. What style game is it? RP Souls like yes, yeah. Liam's probably right. I've just never been a fan of those style games. Like even like Elden Ring, all those like single player campaign, fight boss, third person view games. I've just never. It's just never struck me as a game I wanted to play. Those style. I don't know. I just never enjoyed those types of games. Obviously there's some fantastic ones out there that have been coming out like Elden Ring, and its follow up was supposedly like superb. Like Black Myth Wukong, all those games. It's just not my style of games. Like it's funny. I get into shooters. I do like shooter games. I like ARPGs, this style, top down. I love RTSs, like Age of Empires, StarCraft, those style games. I love them. But like that type, a lot of people just call them Souls-like games nowadays. It's just never been my cup of tea.
I need mana.
Oh, that's a boss. No wonder. And I'm not knocking people that like them. I mean, obviously, there's a huge player base for those style of games. They're just not my type of game. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of the thing nowadays, right? Is trying to find that something unique in the game that like a lot of those type of games aren't doing. I mean, you pretty much got to catch the interest or pique the interest these days. You got to find something different. When that's becoming harder and harder to do. Oh, Galaga. that brings back memories, man. Oh my God. Galaga was one of my favorite arcade games. I loved Galaga. I mean, I have a pretty broad interest of games. I mean, because like I love survival style games like Rust and 7 Days. I love those type of games too. I guess you just can't like all the different ones. There's going to be some genres that just don't hit you. Dear God, I can't get away from having to kill everything. Nothing's ever cost too much, Novotny. There's a will, their money's there. I mean, look at what they're dumping into GTA. I would love... I still think the StarCraft universe, or lore, the world of StarCraft, you could pull an MMO out of that. Hey, maybe that's what Activision's working on, or Blizzard. get some money. Navani, I guess I think that's kind of what Ghost was gonna be. Isn't that right, Blue? That they started down that road and then ended up switching to like Overwatch or something. I don't remember the story behind that. I feel like they were making something along those lines and changed course, and then somehow Overwatch spun out of what they had already created or something along those lines. Which, to be fair, I mean, original Overwatch 1 was a masterpiece. Yeah. But I still think they could have spun out some sort of MMO out of the StarCraft world. I mean, StarCraft is just the IP itself has a huge fan base. And why they haven't capitalized on going further with that is just beyond me. I don't understand it, because there's so many people that played StarCraft original and 2. And I think there's still a lot of people playing it now, even to this day. The esports that spun out of StarCraft was gigantic. What do you mean, like pushing the esports really hard instead of building on the IP? Could be. I mean, for sure the esports side of StarCraft was enormous, and at one point it was just, I don't know, it was dominating everything. I mean, I loved StarCraft esports. I tried to get into it. I just soon realized I wasn't that good. Playing on the Korean servers at peak StarCraft 1 was a rude awakening. Yeah, right. And I feel like there was some CEO or some bigwig exec that at some point was playing around with the idea of buying stuff in, like, no, it was what was it? Was it the Unity developer or CEO that was kicking around the concept of buying, like, in real time, like buying ammo and stuff in a shooter with as you played? It was something ridiculous like that. That's what I was trying to think of. Hey Dennis, what's up, buddy? No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't Call of Duty. It was. Oh, no. It was Dice, the Battlefield people. I think it was the CEO of Dice at the time that was talking about that. The and I think he got fired, to be honest. I think he lost his job. I don't know if over that specifically, but it might have been related. Some guy, what's up, buddy? It was a pretty dumb take. It didn't go over well. As you can see, I'm definitely not speed running this. I'd probably already be on Andy if I wasn't trying to kill everything. I just want the waypoint. Yeah, and there it is. Can, what's up, man? Yeah, I just started. Yeah, blue for sure. And I don't know if that dude was. I think he was in the mix when 2042 came out, which was arguably the worst iteration of Battlefield. And that whole crew got cut loose, and he might have been part of that. Like, from what I understand, they brought back the an older group of developers that were on like Battlefield 1 and 5, I think. We don't need these health pods. Let's get more mana pods. Nah, I might on Friday. I'm gonna play on Friday, and I'll probably, to be honest, I'll probably get rushed on Friday. But I'm just doing a playthrough right now, so I'm just gonna go with what I find. But I'm not playing like solo self-found this season. I'm just, for today, I'm just gonna mess around with doing a playthrough. Alright, we need to go back. We'll get that for... But it's got amp on it. That's not bad, actually.
I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, it's new season. It started Friday. This past Friday, Dennis. I should put 1 in warmth. Now here you can. How we going, buddy? I should probably dump some points here. This. Oh. Alright, Merc, back it up.
I need mana.
Wait. So, did you turn 40 and do that? Did you do both at the same time? or have you been 40 for a little bit and just went with the smoker? Dude, I don't think you'll regret it, man. Honestly, like I don't have one. I gave, like, I got one from my dad. He had a Weber, I think. He had a nice one, and I gave it to my son because he loves barbecuing and smoking and stuff. Um, and so he's been, and in fact, my birthday was last week, and he promised me a brisket, so I'm waiting on that. And I best be getting it.
On Dariel's stronghold.
Yeah, my birth brisket. That's right. Oh yeah, brisket's not the easiest thing. Like the first one my dad did was amazing. He like nailed it. But then he did a second one and it just wasn't as good. I don't know if it was cut of meat or what changed between the two, but you know, he hit it out of the park with the first one, but the second one just wasn't it. We been playing around with these little Ram. What's up, brother? Yeah, some guy. Yeah, just work your way through the list and end at brisket. Yeah, start with something simple: smoked salmon, um, turkey, smoked turkey, and work your way through. Pork butt is good. Yeah, just work your way through the list and then go for the brisket. Navani, apparently that was the case with that one my dad did. And, well, to be fair, he switched. He was so happy with the first one, and he had like a smaller Weber, and he wanted a bigger one to do bigger pieces of brisket or bigger briskets. So he upgraded to the next size, and that might have thrown off the second brisket. I don't know. It threw him off. And my sister got that smoker, and my son I gave him the second one. To be fair, you know, I'll fry a turkey, but I ain't much on that whole smoking and stuff. That's just not my thing. I like eating it. I don't feel like making it. Smoked mullet. That's interesting. Just like mullet in general, is to me is not really a good eating fish. I guess it depends on what you consider mullet. Like here, you have mullet that we use for bait, which the meat is dark and spongy. It's not that good. But there's a fish called Virginia mullet, which is also called a kingfish, which is also called whiting. But Virginia mullet is actually really good. But it's a smaller, like, you'd normally just fry those because it's a smaller fish. So it just depends on what kind of mullet you're talking about. I don't know what y'all call mullet down in Florida. Yeah, Navani, for sure I'm in the eat category on that one. Nope. I've never heard, like, I know walleye's good to eat. I've never heard people talk about pike being good to eat. Or are you talking about muskies? Either one. I've never really heard about either one really being. They're good. They're great game fish, but as far as like eating them, I've never heard people really talk about eating either one of them. Like it's the same with like largemouth bass. I mean, I used to love bass fishing, but I never kept bass to eat. They just weren't that good to eat. Fun as hell to catch. Never considered them like eating fish. I do have a gas grill. I don't know, man. I'm not really even like a grill person. Every once in a while I do steaks, but I mean the last few times I've done steaks, I've done them in like a cast iron skillet instead of on the grill. I mean I really enjoyed them on the cast iron skillet. So even the steaks I haven't been grilling. Which just, oh man, now you say steaks, I kind of want steak. I haven't actually had steak in a little bit. Now I kind of want some steak. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. Ever since I've done the cast iron skillet, the steaks on the cast iron, and I used to be, you could only grill steaks, but after doing them on the cast iron skillet, I've had to change my tune on that one. Yeah, exactly, Dennis. And it's like, it's tough not to go to that versus grilling. Got to be honest. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, get off me. PoE's kind of messed me up on spamming pots. I need to stop. I always tend to go like T-bone porterhouse. I mean, we were talking about it the other day. Like, I enjoy ribeye. It's just not my favorite cut. So basically, New York strip and fillet. But to be fair, the last few times that I've done the whole cast iron skillet, you know, butter, garlic, it's been ribeyes. I've done ribeyes several times that way, and they were spectacular. I actually haven't tried to do that with like a T-bone. That's what we want, some fanaticism. Back up. She's going to get smoked. Yeah. Actually, I hadn't looked in a while. I don't know where the prices are. I've been meaning to go check out that butcher shop that we found a couple weeks ago. Just hadn't had a chance to get over there. I'll probably check it out maybe next week. We're actually taking my mother to my sister's next week. And here's the other thing that, like, because we kind of have to, what we eat, we have to work around what my mother can handle, because she's missing most of her teeth at this point. So, like, thinking about doing steak and stuff, she can't handle eating steak, so I just don't think about having it. So we usually, when she's staying with my sisters, kind of when we kind of rework it a little bit.
Hello.
2 to 7. That would be an upgrade. Wow, let's get amped on this though. Mana don't help. Honestly, I think the amp damage actually helps a little more. They are taking no damage. What the hell? Kind of, Devani. Like last night, we got an Olive Garden. We picked up Olive Garden. So, yeah, basically. I mean, she can handle eating like chicken. She doesn't have any problem with chicken. If steak's going to be a little much. I mean, my wife's a good cook, so she can pretty much handle. She knows what to make for my mother to be able to handle it. But yeah, I know steak's just not going to work out. Man, these guys are smacking the crap out of me. There we go. just tried to roll. Oh, they're blocking the door. No. I just tried to roll like I do in PoE. Can't really pull that one off. Alright, let's go get the merc. Fried chicken in cast iron. Yeah, I bet that works pretty well, actually. My wife uses an air fryer a lot, though. And that actually works out really well. We need to go ahead and hotkey my portal. Roberto, what's up, brother?
Yes?
I don't remember in this level. I always tended to run a certain direction, but I don't remember what it was now. If it was to the right or to the left out the entrance. Everything good there? That's good. Glad to hear it, man. I'm sure it's nothing you're not used to being in Las Vegas, but it's hot as hell here. We got us a little bit of a heat issue going on.
If there was magic here, it's long gone now.
Alright, I feel like most of the time I went left. I think it was right on the first floor. Left until second level, Andy? I think you ran right on that one. Yeah, we got a bit of a reprieve. It's only 91 today. It was supposed to be hotter, but the forecast changed. Yeah, see, they're amped off the Merc. There it is. Yeah. Oh, you mean on single player? That's how it goes, man. At least you're getting the attempts and at least having a nihilist. I mean, to be fair, the most important stat is the plus skill, right? So, I mean, it's good to have the resist and attributes, but the plus skill is what you really, really want to have. That's a staff. Maybe get lucky and get a good warmth one. Nope. Wait, didn't it have anything on it? No, it's not going to be worth anything. 86 is good, though, man. I think you finally passed me. I'm pretty sure I'm not that high, like on my Grail. 86 is up there, dude. To be fair, you're in the hard part now. You got all those big ticket rare ones that you got to get to drop at this point. You found everything else. Oh. There's the first one, boys. That's why we don't play hardcore. And I don't have the cash. I just dropped it all on the ground. Yeah. Stop being a wuss. Last thing we want is to be stuck with no stamina trying to grab our stuff. Might as well grab that gold. Let's pop a portal. There we go. Go get our merc.
Yes.
Good evening.
And remember to put the gold in the stash this time.
Greetings.
Let's put a couple more stacks in there. Yeah, Tyrael's, I mean, Tyrael's is okay, but it's not like, you know, something as rare as Tyrael's should be best in slot. I mean, it's literally the rarest item in the game. It should be best in slot if you find it. For at least a couple, like Barbarian or something. What am I doing? Oh, wait, what am I doing? I should run Blaze up until Nightmare Act 4. That was so much fun. I forgot all about that. We're gonna go down here next. I mean, we're early enough that I haven't messed up not putting points. We're gonna go into Blaze. That was such a fast leveling experience. That should sell for a little something. That's another thing that, after playing PoE, I love the hover over to see the stats on an item without having to pick it up. That's a really nice quality of life thing that could be like implemented in this game, which would be pretty awesome. Like, obviously you still have to ID stuff, but if it's like a base item, like a white item, hovering over it and seeing the stats of it would be really nice. Red meat, dude. I'd take a little bit of chicken from Diablo at this point. Yeah, yeah, it is still. I mean, you know, target farming, um, Andy for sure is still, you know, statistically the best way to get SOJ. But you know, you're just gonna find those random ones, and it's usually gonna be when you think you're gonna find it off of Andy, and then you'll find one like rack an issue or drop it or something. It's just this game, man. Yeah, I forgot how much fun Blaze was. We got to put that back into place. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's such a huge advantage with just the Sorc in general with teleport. I mean, they tried to do it with Enigma, but that's such an expensive piece to get, and it's high level, so it's like, I mean, there's obviously some stuff that they could still do. Just there's no way that's going to happen until they open it up for modding. Let the player base mod games. Somebody will come up with the right blend. Activision sure as hell ain't gonna do it at this point. Now, I don't even care about like new content. I'd settle for just quality of life stuff. Cause I mean, adding um like a new act just wouldn't mesh with what they've already put out. So it's just not going to ever happen. So you got to look for stuff that can potentially happen, which would be like quality of life changes, balance changes, content like that. Just would never. It just wouldn't work. Novotny, here's the funny thing about that. I followed him on Twitter way back, you know, because he was the only community person putting out like info. Um, all he tweets about is Pokemon cards that he's collecting. That's it. I'm dead serious too. Dude, he rarely even talks about Diablo 4. I don't know why I'm following him at this point. I probably should just let that one go, because he ain't never going to put out any info that I need to have. Okay, we went the wrong way on this one for sure. Maybe I just missed it? No. Yeah. Definitely went the wrong way. Yeah, it's crazy. That's you know, that's all he's good for at this point. Just talking about his Pokemon cards. Well, you're talking about Pokemon Go, which is the mobile game. If they're looking for in your cemetery, that's what that's all about. But yeah, I mean, apparently people still play the card game, or just well, I don't think that. I don't even know if people play the card game. I think it's more of just people collecting the cards at this point.
This place chills me to the bone.
Oh, I know, Liam. That's what I'm saying. Not yet, Tristan. We're level 11. We're not quite at the at the bounties. People going wild over Pokemon cards nowadays with the you see those stories about people raiding like the Costco's and stuff when they put out a new batch of cards or something. People legit getting crazy about it.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, let's go back. Yeah, that was always a big one, Magic.
Hi. When I. Good day. Good day.
Oh, look. we actually got a one hand that has Firebolt on it. That's cool. Useful at least. Let's do that there. Don't care. Dude, my friend of mine I was talking about earlier that does the comic book stuff. You know, I mean, it's like, it's all cyclical, right? Like baseball cards will be a big deal for a while. Pokemon cards are big right now. I mean, they all are investments, I guess. It's just they're cyclical in like popularity. And like he's collected comic books. I don't like, but he's got some really rare stuff. I mean, he's got like original like X-Men 1, Avengers 1, and when I say 1, it's like the first of that series. Like X-Men became a comic book with X-Men 1. That's where they entered the Marvel universe. Maybe, I don't know. I could be talking out my ass. They might have like made a showing in some other comic book, but like when the comic book centered around that Marvel character or team or whatever, like X-Men 1 is like the first iteration of that. And same with like Avengers, Fantastic Four, all that. They all start and they count upwards as they put out comic books. And he has like he's got so much of the original like X-Men 1, Avengers 1. I think he's got like Spider-Man 1. He's got like some really rare stuff. And what's funny is, even back in the day, elementary school, and it's some his brothers were doing this. His older brothers were collectors too. So even back then, when he was buying comic books, they were all in the. They would put them in the protective sleeves and all that kind of stuff. He wasn't allowed to like just read his comic books. They had to go in the protective sleeves. They could look at them one time, handle them, or they would buy multiples and handle one and put the others away as part of their collection. They've been doing this. This goes back to when we were in he and I were in elementary school together. So we're talking like 50 years at this point. And they're still doing it now. So 50 plus years of him and his brothers collecting comic books. So, and I remember seeing their collection back then, and I thought it was huge. It was like a whole closet full of stuff. So I can't even imagine how big their collection is now. I guess we need a shield now. Because it's funny, I used to play around with baseball cards and football cards and stuff when I was younger, but I abused the hell out of them. they were not in good shape. Yeah, Liam, that's the way to do it. Like, generate that interest, which is cool. You know, I mean, it's a fun hobby for kids like that. But then help them like learn to preserve the value of that stuff is really cool. And I don't know how I came across it because I don't even mess with like Pokemon cards and stuff. But there's this guy that started popping up into my YouTube shorts. And all he does is Pokemon cards, but his shtick would be at the card shows. He'd be a seller, have a vendor table, and he would give so much stuff away, and he would live stream it at the same time. So his like stream, his people in his stream would like donate money and say, all right, give that kid $10 worth of whatever, you know, stuff like that. And it was really cool to watch. So even though I'm not into the Pokemon cards, it was kind of fun to watch those shorts, so just him doing that kind of stuff. Because he was like, I mean, he seemed to be really like legit. He wasn't faking it. His life is Pokemon cards. And he was really into it, and he was, you know, he's all about trying to generate interest in the kids, and even like adults. He like adults that would come up to his table that were just getting into it. He'd give them free stuff, and it was just kind of interesting to watch. And I know nothing about that stuff. Did she die? She's not dead, is she?
Thank you.
And she still got her ass beat. Okay, so now we're gonna do Blaze level 12. So I am a little behind because I dumped too many points up here, but I can still do it. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's just cool to you know, get your kids involved in. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting your kids involved in collecting stuff like that. I mean, it's a neat little hobby, something you could do together with your kids, that sort of thing. But so I'll never I'll never talk bad about that kind of stuff. I don't care what kind of stuff like that you're collecting, whether it's baseball, you know, Pokemon, Magic. None of that stuff. I don't care. I mean, it's cool. Dennis, were you in the right chat, man? Oh no, not that. Pick them up. Dude, I was literally about to say that other singer chick is not really narrowing it down. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, that actually might have been worth a little bit of money, man. These crazy ass Taylor Swift fans probably would have put some, given you some decent money for it. I mean, I never really paid attention to either one of them, right? But I mean, I will say this about Miley Cyrus. She's done some stuff. She can sing her ass off. I'm sure Taylor Swift can too, right? But Miley Cyrus actually has a really good rock voice. And she's done some covers and stuff that have like impressed the hell out of me. So I'm not gonna poo poo Miley Cyrus just in general as a singer. She's impressed me a few times. And this is not like her pop stuff when she first came out and all that kind of stuff, but like, dude, she did like a tribute thing for Chris Cornell when he died, and it was she did like it was a Soundgarden tribute, and she came out and sang, I don't remember what it was, but man, she killed it. I mean, I was like, holy shit, that was good. And after that, I was like, yeah, well, yeah, she's got some pipes, but I think she actually messed her voice up. I think she had to have some surgery or something. But like the whole Taylor Swift thing, you're just never gonna catch me getting. You're never gonna get me going on anything with Taylor Swift. But Miley Cyrus is actually an impressive person as far as singing. Yeah, Dennis, just look it up. Just look up Miley Cyrus Soundgarden, or Chris Cornell tribute or something like that, and find it's a live version, and she killed it. It was really good. And even like some other stuff, like she did uh an acoustic cover of Jolene by Dolly Parton, and that was actually really good. I mean, she's done some stuff that's impressed me. I'm not gonna talk bad about her. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna get into her pop stuff, but you know, she's done some good shit. Yeah, exactly. Especially, and and she actually was playing with Soundgarden. Like it was they did like a tribute when Chris Cornell died, and they had a bunch of people coming in and doing stuff, and she was just one of the ones that came in and did a song. I feel like I'm running the wrong way. My Merc's gonna die in here. I can't even get out. Yep, she's gonna die now. There she goes. I got trapped in here. Still can't get out. They run in the doorway every time. There we go. Second best, what's your number one? Soundgarden was fire, man. Chris Cornell, to me, is like the epitome of rock singers. I mean, I loved his solo stuff. I mean, like Chris Cornell to me is just the man. Alice in Chains, okay, yeah. If you, that's tough. I could see the draw for both of those. Yeah, that's a toss up for me, to be fair, man. If you put them side by side, Alice in Chains had some awesome stuff. Oh my God, man. I think voice wise, I think Chris Cornell would be a better front man. Yeah, Audio Slave was later on. But like for the 90s, I mean basically it was Pearl Jam, Audio Slave, Soundgarden, and Stone Temple Pilots maybe. Kind of like the majority of the grunge scene. There might be some more like maybe some minor bands that fell under that, but those were like the big four that were really popping at the time. I forgot to grab my Merc.
Good evening.
I think back then, I was probably more into Stone Temple Pilots. Like, I listened to all of them, but I think if I had to pick a favorite at the time, it was probably be Stone Temple Pilots, is what I was listening to more.
I can't use that. Thank you.
Is that thunder? I think I'm hearing thunder. Yes, I am. Definitely thunder. Thunder rolls. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, that's true. They were in that time frame as well. Yeah, David, but I mean, I still like they were all good. I listened to all four. Chris Cornell, out of that group of four, I'd have to put him on the top on that. But to be fair, I think, well, no, I was gonna say maybe Chris even like aged a little better vocally. He was like early Soundgarden. He was still like, I don't know. I don't know if that would even be a fair statement. I would put Chris ahead of that, but I mean that's subjective, right? I mean not even really tastes. It's just sonically, it's just a subjective how you would approach it. So you kind of in line with what I was about to say, that maybe he like vocally he got better as he aged. And that could be the case. I mean, he definitely could like he had the scream early on, but man, his control, and even like a lot of his solo projects, his control is crazy. I mean, and we'll just never know with Lane. Yeah, we don't have a comparison at that point. Well, that might fall more in line because, to be fair, I'm probably in my head more like contemporary Chris versus early Chris. That, I mean, I could be in my head just trying to move or juxtapose like where he was later. Because, like, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I love his solo stuff. I loved Audio Slave and Soundgarden, but I loved his solo stuff, and that would be later in his career. Dude, that Allison in Chains Unplugged, Alice in Chains Unplugged was like epically one of the best Unplugged, and they had some good ones. And from what I understand, he didn't want to do it, right? Lane didn't want to do that Unplugged, if I remember that. I mean, his bandmates had to talk him into doing it. Because not Stone Temple, but, well, did they do an Unplugged? They did, didn't they? The Pearl Jam Unplugged was crazy good, too, to be fair. That was such a good time in music. Maybe we're just old farts at this point. I just don't think it's comparative. I just don't. I think current music is nowhere on the level of that stuff. But I mean, I could just be being the old geezer. We're talking about the '90s, Jerry. We're specifically talking about the grunge era. Dude, I don't know. It'd still be arguable to me with Robert Plant being the best ever. I don't even think it's just. I don't even think it's fair to even compare. like best ever. I've always hated those best ever rock vocalist, best ever rock guitarist. I just don't like Eddie Vedder. No shot. Eddie Vedder's good. He's not even top 5, dude. Come on. You heard what I said. I wouldn't even put him in the top 2. Like, yeah, Chris Cornell and Lane is better than Eddie Vedder, and that's just out of the 90s era. What you talking about, Willis? Oh man, we can't have these arguments, man. Because there's never, ever going to be an agreement on it. You can argue about the best vocalist, the best guitarist, blah blah blah, blah, and nobody's ever going to have the same list. Nobody's ever going to have the same list. I'm not going to have this argument. Let me in there. Milli Vanilli. Oh man. Greatest con job ever. I mean, let's just say that. I mean that time frame, even 70s, 80s, 90s, just in general to me, the level and quantity of the quality music is just wild. I just don't think it today's stands up to any of that. I mean, there's some good artists out there these days, but the quantity of good artists that are putting out like the music they put out in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s is it's not even close, man, I don't think. Maybe I'm just not listening to enough of the current stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'll fully admit that I could just be one of those old fogies going, y'all, today's music sucks. Gavin Rossdale. Oh, yeah. He, what was his name? Is Bush? Was it Bush? His band, right? I mean, it literally could be that, Liam, that I'm just old fart, just poo-pooing today's music. Because, you know, my dad did it to the music I was listening to. Same type of thing. Yeah, decent. I don't know if they're as impactful of a lot of the bands that we're talking about, right? I mean, there's good bands out there. I just don't feel like the music's as impactful as a lot of these ones, like even like the grunge. Like, dude, there's a ton of even like the old hair band rock guys that man, there was just a ton of good stuff out there. Am I going to be disappointed or pleasantly surprised? I mean, I fully admit there's some good stuff out there. It's just that I just don't think the quantity plus the quality of all that back then. Alright, we got Blaze. Alright, we're going to put Firebolt here and Blaze here. David, you're I mean, we might both be the old guys. I'm just saying, like, you know, I heard my dad say today's music sucks, and he was saying it in the 80s and the 90s. So, I mean, take it for what it is. Chase me. No, come on, Merc. Just follow. Just follow. Oh no, I forgot the stamina's going to be a problem. I'm trapped in this. My Merc's going to die. I'm going to die. I tried to roll. I keep going to the wrong place. We gotta go back to town. Dude, I mean, I forgot how much fun I had on the Blaze Sorc last time I was leveling, so I have to do it.
Good day.
Yeah, some guy. It's kind of funny how when Stain came back and did their rock album, it sounded like their old rock stuff. It was their music hadn't changed at all. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I think I'm gonna stick with I'm probably just the old fogey that just maybe I don't understand today's music. Maybe that's what it is. I need a shield. There's something on the Merc I could put this in. Yeah, there we go.
I'll put that to good use.
Autograph. What was their one song? I don't remember it. I know. I remember the name of the band. do this. I'm sure if I look, there's probably some good rock bands out there. I just couldn't tell you what they are. I mean, and that's going to be my genre. Like, I'm not going to listen to pop. Pop has never been my thing. I'm not going to listen to it. So I'm sticking mainly with just, you know, what's in the rock world right now. Like, I have some current bands that I've always enjoyed, but they've been around for like right now, Shinedown's like one of my favorite current bands, but they've already been around since 2000, so they're 25 years old. So even the bands that I enjoy now that are still current, they've been around for forever. I mean, even Five Finger Death Punch, like you were talking about, they've been around since early 2000s, at least. I don't remember when they first came out, but I saw them live with Disturbed in like 2003. So, yeah, I mean, even they're not new to the scene. I couldn't tell you a newer band. Let's just look and see if there's a Blaze staff. Fireball. Nope, no Blaze. Yeah, they do pump out an album like every couple of years. I don't even know what they're up to right now. I think one of these is a boss. Yeah, there's. There we go. The hell? I wasn't even looking, and all of a sudden there was a rare amulet on the ground. Clear channel? Yeah, I don't even know what that is, Blue. Is that one of the Sirius channels, or is that just some mainstream radio? I forgot the whole goal of this was just to hit Blaze and run past everybody. We do need to get that charm. There's a shield. Oh wait, I thought that was rare. that's not good. Where am I missing it at?
Thank you.
Come on, Merc. Run them into the fire. Stop leading them out of it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Avenged Sevenfold has some decent. I've never been like a huge Avenged Sevenfold. I'm not like anti. They got some good music out there. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know. They never really hit me to where I like followed them a whole lot. iHeartRadio. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I hadn't even really done a whole lot. I used to go to shows all the time, and I don't know, I hadn't been to one in a while. Come on, Merc. Let them just walk into it. Let them stop trying to... She's gonna get killed. There we go. Thanks, man. Good luck with your tater tots. Tater tots. Can't really go wrong with a dish that includes tater tots. You know, I feel like with the Blaze Sorc, I probably need to ditch the Merc. I think the Merc is interfering more than helping.
Stay a while and listen.
The Order welcomes you.
Lightning damage, don't care. Definitely do that. Yeah, magic fine. We'll take that. Yeah, I'd be on board with that, Dennis. I love some tater tots. Love me some tater tots.
Greetings.
The hell costs so much to repair? Just that because of the charges? Yeah, it does all that. Yep, don't care that much. I could buy again. Oh wait, it says a chess piece. I'm still wearing a white one. What's gold? I have 44,000. Yeah, might as well. Lose a little hit recovery. Fire resist. We'll slap that in there. Alright, what we got? We want a blaze staff. Nothing. Alright, let's see how Blaze works against Andy. Should be interesting. I should have bought some pots. Definitely want that. I might need to let that merc die. There she goes. She bit the dust. All right. Alright, we'll get some stamina going. Some mana. Yeah,
The
easy.
evil queen has fallen.
Is it that bad right now, Dennis? I got mine cut right before it got, like, I saw, I mean, they've been forecasting that, like, being really, really hot this week, so I had to cut my grass Sunday evening. But even then, I did it at like 8 o'clock in the evening, or now about quarter till, just to get it done before it got too damn hot. Yeah, sure, we don't need all this. Not even going to bother with the Merc. We're just going to run.
Good day.
For cash, man, you're supposed to be helping them old people out and do it for free. I'm old. Come cut my grass.
Welcome.
Come on, Blaze staff. Would really like a +2 or 2 socket with Blaze in it. That'd be nice. Actually, I need to dump my gold. Let's put it in shared. That way we don't lose it. I smell something. I don't smell something cooking. I don't know what it is. I can't tell. Oh, I forgot to get health pots. Shoot. And stamina pots. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Dead end. All right, let's pot up real quick. Something's going on. I can smell it.
I know much.
Oh wait, she doesn't have pots.
How do I?
Yeah, there's quite a few of those that do the free grass cutting and yard work. They go around and pick like the worst looking yards and then like cut them for free. I saw one the other day. There's these Albanians maybe. They're up in I think they're Canadian actually. That they do roof replacements for free. They'll like pick a house that has like really bad gutters, but their whole premise is that they replace the gutters, but their end goal is to replace the roof. But they got a pretty big channel, so they probably make a lot off of YouTube. But they like replace the entire roof. But it's the same thing. They just try and find people that might be in bad shape and at least like replace their gutters, but it usually turns into that. Yeah, those guys, I mean, a lot of those guys I've seen have really big channels. And you know, when you got 1 million subs on YouTube, you're making a pretty good bit of money. You're raking in some dough. Oh, I did it again. I just ran right back into the dead end. But I mean, it's a pretty fair arrangement because I mean, those guys' videos, they generate a lot of income, and then the people that they help out, they get a free roof or grass lawn care or something. So it all works out. No, it's not about virality. It's more about consistency with YouTube. Like I saw a guy, it was a fishing channel, and he went over like the money he was pulling from YouTube, and he was doing fishing videos. He was in Florida somewhere, and he only had like 150K subs, but he was probably pulling, I want to say I don't remember specifically, but he was either making 20 or 30,000 bucks a month from YouTube, and he had 150K subs, but his view count was fairly high, and his videos were like ad friendly, and it's the same with those guys that do the grass cutting stuff. And a lot of these bigger channels, it just depends on the type of content and how ad friendly it is. They can pull a lot of cash and not necessarily have a high sub count. Yeah, Blue, it is about consistent. You got to be really consistent with yours. Like, I mean, I was doing pretty well for a while when I was putting out constant videos, not streams, but videos. And when my videos fell off, I mean, I wasn't making hardly anything. But I mean, it's like whatever. Or our stamina is a problem. Come on, I just want this level. Just give me this level. There we go. This Blaze Sorc shines in Act 3. Act 3 to Blaze Sorc is like crazy good. Like, it's gonna suck in Maggot Lair. Maggot Lair is gonna be horrible bad, but I could do points here, and so at least so I could get through Maggot Lair. But yeah, it's actually a fun build to do a playthrough. Up to a certain point, of course. You're going to have to switch it up. But Maybe once we get to where fire's not really viable, like mid-nightmare, I'll stick with Blaze for just the run speed and still try and run through. And I don't know why I was looking at that. And add in like some cold or lightning or something. It's really fun in Act 3 because, you know, you're just basically running through the act. And you're like, at that point, you're just getting XP just constantly, just running past stuff and letting them die. Oh, really, Jim? Yeah, you get the fast run walk speed with Blaze. So it's actually a good leveling for at least early. But we'll see how far we could take it with like comboing it with some other stuff once we get into Nightmare. I mean, it's just a problem with a lot of stationary fights, like casters and stuff. It's just tough to use Blaze with bosses that don't chase. I hear you, Bob. Because like Duriel is so easy with Blaze. But Bale sucks. Like Diablo's actually pretty easy because you know you just prep the area he's going to spawn in and just cover it with Blaze, and he spawns in and just immediately starts getting eaten alive. But Bale just sits in one spot and spams stuff, so he gets really annoying. We got to get some more health pots. Nah, Duriel's easy peasy with this character.
It is an honor to serve you.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure. Hello.
I mean, there's obvious places where it's horrendous to try and do with Blaze Sword. Oh, it's almost 6 o'clock. Well, we've been cooking. It's funny. Some guys become like my 30-minute warning. Usually he jumps out about 5:30, so I just forgot when he left how close or what time it was. How do I get over there? What am I missing? How do I get over here? Oh, right there. I don't have any stamina pots. I should have grabbed some. Steel carapace. That's shadow plate, right? Unless you're just hurting for a merc armor, it's not that good. Is that the shadow? Or am I thinking of the wrong one? I feel like that's the shadow plate, isn't it? You almost got the zergs around on me. Damn, I already found it. Alright, let's see what we can draw out. Like this fight, like getting the ads is easy, but Radamant sits in this, just stationary, so Blaze just doesn't work on him. He moves a little bit, but not enough to where it's that effective. I could throw them fulminating pots at him. We'll go in there, spam a little bit. See, but he's just going to sit there, so it doesn't really work. We gotta hit him with. I need to go back and get them stamina pots. Chicken burger. So Chick-fil-A.
Good morning.
How may I help you?
Greetings.
I better get some portals.
Good day.
+1 blaze. I'd rather get more than that. Ah, I miss firewall too. Maybe we go blaze firewall. That'd be kind of a, well, no, I'm gonna need to mix it up once I get further in. I'm gonna have to do fire plus something. 69. I don't have that much. Yeah, yeah. I just was looking to see if I could get a blaze one that was white with 2 sockets. Try and draw some of his ads out. Get him out far enough, he won't respawn them. We're just gonna have to spam him.
What a misguided monster.
Yeah, okay. It's potentially useful stuff. Put that in blaze.
Good to see you.
Good day.
Don't want to put that strength in there. Sig boots though. Don't care about that. Alright. Put that, I doubt I'll use them, but I always tend to hold on to Sig.
Allow me to advise you.
We'll do some shopping later. Yeah, I'll eventually make leaf. We'll do some shopping later. I hate that you have to like pause to cast it. That's kind of annoying sometimes. But like even in like the desert here, it works pretty good. Yeah, I'd love to be able to get an orb, 2-socket orb, and make leaf. That's like a no-brainer to me. But alas, we know that won't happen. Come on, get in the fire. There you go.
Not enough mana.
See, like mobs like this, it works really well. Just gotta weave a little bit, make sure they're in the fire. I mean, XP's going up like pretty fast. Just need to load up on stamina pots. You can always re-roll it with the skulls. See, I mean, it works. Yeah, definitely don't want the Merc, though. I think the Merc really messes with them as far as running, getting them out of the line of fire. You don't sorc. Yeah, it's funny. My dad could never play a sorc. He just, I don't know. He always liked to play. I don't know if how to explain it. It's more of like, it's just because his coordination wasn't getting that great when he was older. So teleporting and doing all that kind of stuff, it just didn't work that well for him. If he could hit it with a sword or a hammer, he was good. Alright, we'll put one here just to have fireball. We'll change that to fireball. Oh, and the ancients with the blaze sorc. Psh! Ancients on the blaze sorc was a joke, man. Let's see, we got maggot layer already. I'll just find the waypoint, then I'm gonna probably go eat. See, look at already 2 bubbles. I just leveled. The hardest part is keeping your stamina up. But the only thing with Blaze is you usually run away from your loot. So you might miss a lot of stuff. A lot of times you have to double back just to see if anything dropped. Because of course we don't have loot filters. So you don't get a audio warning. Come on, waypoint. Just gotta get that waypoint. Then we can go eat. It's already 10 after. I thought it just hit 6. There we go. Gotta get our stamina back up, if nothing else. There we go. Alright, we're good. Oh, on Switch 2? Really? Alright, boys. I'm going to go eat some food. I'll be playing this Friday. I don't know how much I'll be playing in between, to be honest. I might try and run it up a little bit more, but otherwise, I'll probably be blazing on Friday. So, I'm going to go get some food. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will catch you then. Level 90 doing Forge. Man, you waited oh, 80. Okay, never mind. That's not too bad. I thought that was 90 there for a second. All right, guys. I will catch you later. Peace.